Hello and welcome to the Made Creative Podcast, your monthly podcast of creativeness. My name's Connor and today I'm joined by Joel.
Hello.
And we're just going to be giving you guys a quick update of what's going on and what's what's in the near future for Made Creative. So Joel, what's something that we're moving into soon?
Yeah, so we're going into recording our second album.
Yep, we're going into recording the second album.
Yeah.
Which is in I guess about a month, a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like three weeks or something.
Yeah. So we've got 2 weeks set aside, ready to go. So we're able to do. I think we're working on 6 songs at the moment.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 weeks to do 6 songs, and then we'll down the line we'll find more time to do more songs.
Yeah.
But we started work on scratch tracks, so Connor and I have been working on them.
Yeah. The recording is definitely underway already.
Yeah.
Really starting to polish it off, but it's really exciting. So just wanted to let everyone know, looking forward and just, pray for us, as we go into this time of real focus, that we can nail it and get it really good. But yeah. So recording, we've actually this go round, we're actually spending a lot of time on actually having our own equipment.
Yes.
So we're actually trying to build like a new sort of foundation that we can continue to record stuff with it. And we have the gear ourselves instead of having to go to a studio and hire it out.
Or ask people as well.
Yeah, or ask people and borrow
got this
it.
project. Yeah, we need to borrow your equipment. Oh, we also need yours as well, and we're cobbling things together.
Yeah.
So we're putting together a box that's going to be a bit of a mobile recording studio that we can use, so that if we want to record songs at one church, we can do that. If we want to go to somewhere else, we can go there. We can do it at home. We can record wherever we have power, pretty much.
Yeah. And it's just going to be obviously way useful because we can just go and do it whenever we need to. We don't have to think about scheduling in things, and there may even be singles in the future as well that just come out as well, which could be really exciting. So let's talk about what gear we actually got. I don't really know anything about it. So for those that don't know me, I'm not super tech savvy when it comes to knowing sound stuff and how to do stuff. But Joel, that's why we have Joel, because Joel is an absolute whiz, and he kind of seems to know everything. So can you walk us through what we've actually got that's interesting?
Yeah. So
cables.
Oh, the cables are the best bit. No. The connectors on those word clock cables, they look so nice. No.
I'm laughing along because I'm assuming it's ridiculous. I have no idea.
It is ridiculous. But so our centerpiece, I guess I would say, is a PreSonus Quantum 2626, and that is a unit that we plug into our computer, and we can plug 8 microphones into it. And then there's also other expansion plugs on the back, so we can then get other units that we're able to plug a single cable in, and it will allow us to record another 8 microphones.
Right. Okay. Because I'm learning about this sort of for the first time here as well. So it's effectively it's like it allows you to have 16 inputs instead of 8. Is that right?
Well, it's actually got 2 of the expansion ports, so we can do 24 microphones, and in fact, there's then another plug that you can.
Wow.
Plug something else into. So we could actually do up to 26 microphones at once.
Okay.
Which is a good number, I reckon.
It's a good number. For those that have watched the vlog the last time we recorded, there's tons of microphones around the drum kit. And I think that's probably the main...
Yeah, that's always the main things. I've got a plan. I think I've got about 19 microphones planned for the drum kit.
Wow,
this time, room mics and various stuff. So
how long does it actually take to set something like that up? And I'm assuming there's some sort of formula that goes along with that, right? You have to really think about where do I put the room mics, or can they just kind of go anywhere?
I mean, they can kind of go anywhere, but you can also listen to the room and hear where the reverb sounds nice and that, and place them there. A lot of times as well, you just get into the rhythm as well, and I also have a standard for the order I plug things in. I always do the kick drum mics first, and then the snare mics, and then. There's an order that I'm used to. So it's not what plugs this one in, and where's this one go? And there's
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it just seems intense. Like just like 19 microphones seems crazy. I know I've
It is
seen
crazy.
it. I've seen it and I've heard it, and I get it because I've witnessed it. But like, I don't understand it. Because for me, like the most I'll pretty much ever have is like a mic at my guitar, a mic toward my neck.
The neck of the guitar.
The neck of the guitar, yeah, not my actual neck, and then and that's about really it, right?
I've actually changed the way you do your guitar
okay.
now. I do a technique called mid-side.
Mid-side,
Yes.
is that the middle of the side?
What you have is you have two microphones. One is picking up like a mono, a single like main picture. Then you have another microphone that's picks up in a particular pattern. It's called figure 8. And so what that does is it has it like picks up evenly back and front. And if you place that sideways, you can pick up like what's known as a side channel, and that is like it picks up like the difference between what is left and what is right, and you're able to process those two microphones in a way that gives a stereo.
It sounds like
image. It's really difficult to explain.
It sounds like you're talking about like what is it, the multi-universe or whatever it is, interdimensional. Like, you know, you've like there's another dimension of sound like in between left and right. But I guess that's like they're all things to consider when you're doing the sound, right? You have to consider like, what's in between, right? So like, do you have a particular instrument that's like your favorite to record?
Drums.
Oh, drums. Okay.
I love recording drums, hence why I put so many microphones onto it.
Right. Okay. All right. What's your least favorite? What's the one you just like when you get to recording it?
In a way, it's
nothing to do with the performer, obviously.
No. Yeah, it's probably vocals because it's always just one mic and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, kind of boring.
And
but you get to do the whole like. Think about the acoustics a lot more, right?
Yeah,
you've got to put them in like a box.
You try to you can make it a really like isolated, no reverb room, or you can bring a bit of natural reverb in, and that can sound nice as well. Depends on the context, but yeah, I think I don't really have a instrument that I don't like recording.
Yeah, okay,
but
right, okay.
If I had to choose one, it probably would be the vocals.
Just the vocals? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Like, there's like always like little interesting twists and challenges with instruments, you know, no matter what it is, even if it's just like a bass guitar or you're plugging into a DI, you know, like you still got to think about it. Like, do I want to get like some of the string slapping sounds, and like, you know, you can actually record other things.
You can shape the sound later as well.
Yeah,
but I mean, Lockie's also recently got quite a nice bass amp, and so I do hope to use that.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's
and
the
mic that up. So that's exciting.
But what about like having your sort of your own gear, like that we've sort of got now, is that kind of like a little bit of a dream come true to some degree?
A little bit, yeah. It's I mean, we used to be, you know, borrowing gear, and we in a way we didn't know when
I mean,
the person who owns it would be like I'd always say whenever I borrow someone's gear, if you ever need it back, let us know. I'll get it back to you as soon as you can, because it is, after all, their gear. Yeah. But usually we also work together to make sure it's available whenever we both need it. But like I never know when this person might come up and like, I've just had a project come up, like I need that back.
Right. Yeah. And now we just have it, right? We don't have to like.
Yeah.
It is, for me. It's like, I mean, it's definitely not something like, you know, when I was growing up, I was never like, I just really wish I had my own sound gear one day. But like it's definitely like comforting knowing that like we're not borrowing everything anymore.
It also removes a bit of guilt from me as well. I feel guilty sometimes, like, I need to borrow this and this and this, and like these people have, like, you know, spent their hard-earned money on this gear, and I'm like, I feel like I'm just eating off it a bit.
Yeah, and then like also like the whole thing of like you know that really they're actually fine with it.
Yeah, I do.
And like there's maybe even opportunities now. Someone's going to be like, "Hey, can we borrow this?" And we're going to be like, "Yeah, sure, no worries." We'll just need it back when we need it back, because obviously we need it for Made Creative stuff. And it's sort of like we Made Creative sort of stuff takes priority. But like the whole point of us giving it out, you know, we're still willing to be like, if we want to use it, you can.
That's also another big reason why we wanted to invest in our own gear, is we wanted to be able to bless others with it.
Exactly. Like it's really hard to, because it's one thing to just use something like privately, right? Like, you know, we record like a podcast in like a building that we know, and we can lock it up and there's like no stress. But if we take all that stuff to another church or something like that, or another location, then it starts to get a bit more like, well, is it going to be secure and whatever? Yeah. And now it's our stuff. It's just like another thing we don't have to really like stress about. We're like, well, we're responsible for it. We have to take care of it.
It's our stuff. It's not we're not responsible for someone else's. Yeah.
We also have Fremantle Church coming up though as well. That's cool. That's in about a month's time as well. So I think 30th of July.
I don't know.
Yep, it's 30th of July. I'm pretty sure.
You're asking the wrong person.
If not, I will correct it here.
Sam will correct it.
Sam will correct it here. This is when it's happening. Or he'll just put up a meme going, or Connor never told me.
Wait, we're playing at East Freo Church or wherever.
Fremantle Church.
Fremantle Church, not East
Freo.
Freo.
Fremantle Church. 30th of July. It's June, right? It's June right now. Yeah, it is. It's June now. So it's the 30th of July. So it's the end of next month.
Yeah. It's after recording.
It is.
After our 2-week block.
After our 2-week block, which is nice. But yeah. So if you did want to catch us at a church and come worship with us, come down to Fremantle Church. It'd be really cool to see everyone there. But that's all. We're just sort of giving a quick update today, so we're not going to talk for too long today. But just want to say, just thanks for everyone who supported us.
Yes.
It's so incredible that we can come to this stage and be like, you know, we're really growing. We're starting to have our own gear. We're starting to be able to achieve the things we want to achieve, and sort of see the fruit of our works. It's been really good. I mean, we've had such an incredible journey so far, and we hope that we continue to have an awesome journey. And we're just so thankful for everyone. So thank you at home that are sitting there being like, that's sitting there with your Made Creative shirt on, or listening to our tunes. It's all contributed, and I just want to say thanks again so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. If you haven't already, please go leave a comment, a like, and go subscribe. Go to YouTube and subscribe on YouTube. It should just be below. If it's red and it's lit up, that means you haven't subscribed yet. So click that button, subscribe. It's really important that you do that. It's one way you can support us for free, and it'd be really, really awesome to reach our goals here on YouTube as well. So God bless. Have an awesome time, and I will see you in the next video.
See ya.